Hey everyone, it's Sandra. I'm back with another YouTube video, and I am really in a good mood right now because the weather is finally warm outside here in Chicago, here in the Chicago suburbs. It's gonna be 65 degrees after rain and rain and rain. Okay, I know I'm getting myself off topic here, but anyways, I want to start talking about my second assignment here at Animation Mentor. We had to animate and make rolling spheres. And I found the assignment very, very interesting and just a lot of fun again. And I just liked how I can learn how to get the bouncing ball, how it works, because every time before when I would do the bouncing ball assignment in Adobe Animate, it always was, I didn't understand the background of it, like the understanding of it. So when I would get the bouncing ball, go droom, 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 I'd understand. Now my mentor So last week when I had my Q&A, he explained to us how to time the balls. So through that, I was able to learn how a bouncing ball is made. So through it all, I learned the process of a bouncing ball, which is one of the most important things the first things a beginner animator learns. And so when I first started out before the live Q&A, I did a regular billiards ball, and I was not happy how the timing was off. I didn't really know that. Then once again, I went back to my mentor. He helped me and got me with the critique and everything. And however, I was not satisfied with the billiards ball. But this morning, hold on. Let me think here. So I said I was not satisfied with the ball first, and oh god, it's so nerve-wracking. I was not satisfied. So I eventually got my critique today, and the problems I ran into it, my mentor actually touched upon it as far as having the balls, when I get the rolling balls, he said that the balls shouldn't be grinding, and I completely agree with him. And when I went back and I was doing it in Maya earlier this week, it was a little tricky to get the rolling down in Maya, but I kind of figured it out and I kind of didn't figure out. So that is something I'm currently working on, and I realized the bouncing ball is very tough to get down. But after watching YouTube videos of how balls bounce, fun fact, a bowling ball actually bounces. That's the fun fact of it. So I learned a lot, and below here I will show you what I did to prepare, how to mentally prepare myself for animating. As far as animation goes, I have to be prepared to it's not about animating, it's about 3/4 of the time it's preparing the animation, observing things. So I'll show you what my mentor kind of instilled in me this past week. So over here is what my mentor was talking about. He showed us his bouncing ball assignment. So over here, my objects with the bowling ball, like a little research I did just to figure out how the bowling ball has more force, for example, just focusing on physics. Thankfully, I don't have to know actual physics math, so that's a good side. But so over here, I timed it, or when I went to a video, I tried and timed it. So I started on 1 frame as the ball would fall, and it would hit at 19 and going forward. So a bowling ball has less impact because it's a heavier and bigger ball. So there's gonna be less bouncing and less rolling. It'll stop because of the force. So one thing I noticed when I went into Maya and animated it, I realized that 19 was too slow, that the timing was too paced out. I don't know how to explain it, but like too much. So I was off by 10 frames basically, and due to where the ball starting and the ending point was, so it wasn't much of an impact. And I did struggle as far as I understand that a bowling ball has a bigger impact, that it has it. So I struggled with that in the graph editor, even if I put it in. If anyone can show me how that's done and help me for a YouTube tutorial, that'll be great. So I'll still try and figure out how to get that bigger impact, that very impactful one. So the mistakes I made was off by keyframes. And yeah, so instead of 19, I would start at 9. So I fixed that, and I did realize the timing was better. I can show it to you right now. And if you've seen on my Instagram or anything, here, this is what I try to do. A couple things I also want to discuss right now is so this past week, and not only do I just focus on animation, but sometimes mentally I focus on I was battling a bit of my own demons as far as, oh, am I good enough? Am I not good enough? Is this gonna work? And I keep telling myself with all these drawing exercises I've been doing is to improve my overall drawing skills. That's as far as what my mentor was saying, and just in general this applies to everything in life, from drawing to sports or anything, is that it's not about just doing the activity over and over and over again. It's to prepare yourself. Sometimes you just got to do the mundane exercises, which I know my coworker actually was talking about. We actually got into a friendly, funny, comedic debate about my straight lines. I found that very fun. So he's been kind of holding me accountable for my straight lines, and I'm sure he's gonna watch this video and probably laugh to himself too. So that's another thing. So I have support, like I have support and help from people around me that help me. And then sometimes just drawing the boring stuff like straight lines, up and down, really is the thing. So even though I'm not really fond of doing all that stuff, but I do realize that planning everything and going through it all to improve is a very important thing as an artist or anything else. And of course I was going through like a lot of either like personal thoughts, like personal struggles, what happened to me in the past. I know I have a hard trying to move forward from my past. So I mean, that's a whole nother topic. I don't really want to get too much into detail at the moment, or I don't know, I would have to think about just don't too much to talk about. But I want to say that another exciting thing I am looking forward to and working on is The Adventures of Joel and Tusk. If you've seen the green box guy and his nemesis Tusk. So I've been working around that, and I created a quick storyboard just the other day, and I look forward to animating that. It's about 8 or 9 seconds, so I am really looking forward to it. Forward to it. So yeah, I mean, it'll be cool.